Hey, damn, Daniel. Back at it again with the Black Uggs. What's up? Um, oh, song of the day. Let's see what we finna. Let's see what it's finna be today. It's coconut. Oh, we good. Mwah. All right, coconut by Harry Nilsson. Put the lime in the coconut and take them both together. Took a lime in the coconut, then you feel better. Put the lime in the coconut. Put the lime in. All right, I guess we should. I'm gonna get this ball rolling today because I'm a little tired, as I am every day. But before this, I actually made a video. Nah, I ain't finna do it. Nah, I ain't finna say what I ain't finna say what I made a video for, but I just made a video and it was kind of heartfelt, and I'm probably gonna have to remake it because it was a little too long. So anyway, I wanted to get into the topic of not being good enough today. Um, so as of late, there have been certain things going on in my life where, I mean, just throughout my life, I feel like I might not be good enough in a lot of aspects. And I know a lot of people can relate to that because, that's just how it is. And, sometimes you feel like you might be giving too much of yourself, or you're not giving enough, and it makes you feel like you're not enough. Even if you are giving too much or giving the most you can or doing everything right, it's like it's still not enough. Like, or you're striving for something and you really want that thing, like, oh man, I really want that PS5. Really want that PS5. But you can't get it cuz like it's just not enough. Like you might save up, oh now I got bills. Oh, can't do it. Like it's just never enough. Or you might have to actually end up getting the PS5. And then after you get it, in most cases, I know most people who got a PS5, they're fine with the PS5 because it's a PS5. And there's not a PS6 out yet. Thank God. Because I would have been so mad. I just got my PS5 last year. But anyway, most people want to get the. Sorry, it's just I get notifications. Most people, want to get the like. When they get certain things, they always want the newer. Like literally every year, Apple pops out a new iPhone. Like it's like crazy, like clockwork. New iPhone. Yup, iPhone 16 this year, iPhone 17 next year. I'm hearing iPhone 17 might have some holographic, like, help me Obi-Wan Kenobi, like they might have some holograms up in that gym. I'm down for it. FaceTime coming up. Hologram Raven. I like it. But no, like every year it's like it's never enough. And I feel like we're being taught like that it's never enough each year, or like each with like things in our life, especially in our generation. Like dudes just, yeah, you gotta get the new thing. Oh, I gotta get that new 2027 Toyota Camry, that new 2028 freaking, I don't know much about cars, freaking Nissan Altima. God, please don't do that. No more Altimas. I mean, I'm not opposed to Altimas, but like, there's a serious trope attached to Altimas. But anyway, yeah. So I want to talk about not being good enough because, and a lot of times in life, it's a way of keeping yourself down, and or feeling like you can't achieve the goals you want to achieve, and it's not true, bro. Like you can do anything you want in this world, anything. I also want to say there's 9/11 this past, well, technically yesterday now, but it was 9/11, and I want to send my thoughts and prayers out to all the people that lost their lives in that period, in that time. My grandmother was actually one of the people that was working across the street from, I believe, one of the towers, or like down the street or something like that. And she was almost in the thick of it, or she kind of was a little bit. She was tough, She's not here with us anymore, as you guys know, but she was tough. She survived 9/11. Shout out to Mama. But yeah, I feel like all my life I'm supposed to meet a certain depiction of myself, or like I put so much pressure on myself to be something that I'm not, to be like the rizologist, or like to be that angry ghetto dude, speak with an accent, talking about this for you feel what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, you feel me, you know what I'm saying, on the game, throwing my setup, doing some weird junk, you feel me, I just don't, I never been that way. I mean, I've been around it. It just I never felt like I fit in anywhere, man. Like even the people that I felt like were weird still looked at me like I was weird, and it just made me feel like I wasn't good enough to be anywhere. And I had to create my own everything. I had to get so comfortable with just being by myself, because it felt like nobody else wanted to be around me. And it is amazing how I found even one friend who, for better or for worse, talks just as much as me. And that's my homie, bro. That's my brother right there. It's basically family at this point. And my best friend. And even his little brother, like, those my homies, bro. I've been leaning on them so much, especially going through what I've been going through for these last couple of years. They made me feel like, for better or worse, because they can be much, but for better or worse, they made me feel like I mattered, and the things that I have to say matter, and how I feel matter. Just like my cousins, my brother. The only people that are subscribed to this channel. Just made me feel like I, yeah, they joke, they joke, they talk trash and all that. They call me gay. I'm not gay, but they make jokes, and it's cool and whatnot. And I used to take it to heart. What the hell? That's my best friend texting me right now. I used to take it to heart. I used to, like, take everything so personal. And I think that is what led me to believe that I wasn't good enough at anything. Because somebody would tell me, one of you, I don't know why I like doing this so much. One of you would say something to me, and then I would just, I don't know, man. Like, I take it to heart, and you can't do that. You can't. I at one point, when I got back in the church, I felt like I wasn't even good enough to be there. Like, I'm like, dang, like, all these people are praising the Lord so hard. I'm like, well, I need to step it up. But you can't like fake praise the Lord. I can't. I'm seeing what they doing. They putting their hands up. I'm like, put my hands up too. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing they closing their eyes with their arms out. Like, I'm like, I can do that too. But there's a reason why they doing it. You know, they're giving themselves to the Lord. They're surrendering themselves. You know, they want to touch him. They want to feel him. They want to feel the presence. I get it. I wasn't doing that. When I was younger, what they putting their hands up for? I guess that's what we doing. And they just put their hands up. And I'm just like, oh, they waving to the Lord. That's what I thought. I thought they was waving. I saw my grandma do this. I thought she was waving to the Lord. I said, well, she's saying hi. Like is he gonna say hi back? You know what I'm saying? Like I just stupid. But I would like, I don't know, I just didn't get it. And you know, when I was in church, when I started going back for me, because I was going for reasons that shouldn't have been going for. When I started going back for me, I got it. It's like, that's the only way to express. Like, reach your hands out, touch him. You know what I'm saying? Like, just let him give you the love, feel his presence, you know. Man, greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. Yeah, what was I saying? Okay. Not being good enough. So yeah, I just felt like I wasn't even good enough there. And then eventually I realized that I was the one that was putting so much emphasis on me not being good enough that I genuinely believed that I wasn't good enough. And this kind of goes into like the last video I made with the delusions thing. I love continuity. So this goes into like my last delusions video where I was kind of like, you know, sometimes you delude yourself so much that you think that like delusions. I just felt like doing. Sometimes you delude yourself so much that you think like, you know, what the false reality you just came up with in your mind is real. And it don't be like that, yo. Like, not everybody's really thinking about it that hard. And, you know, it's funny because, like I said in my last video, sometimes it can work in your favor because it can encourage you and stuff like that. Sometimes it makes you do dumb stuff like the video I just made before I made this one. But, I mean, hey, look. I'd rather go out being me than try to be somebody I'm not and say things that I don't even really, that I mean, but it's not really coming from me. So when it comes to not being good enough, you just have to be confident in yourself enough to realize that it don't matter what they saying, what them over there saying, them weirdos over there, them weirdos on the left. What Takeoff say in Fight Night? He said the broke to the left, the rich to the right. It don't matter what the left. Little mama, she keep looking at little mama. Like, it don't matter what them on the left say. You over here on the right. They broken knees. You ain't speaking broken knees. They speaking broken knees like, can I have $1, please? I ain't gonna lie, I might be speaking a little broken knees right now. But, you know, we getting there. We getting there slowly but surely. I'm gonna have to eat a protein bar. I gotta get into the gym diet video one of these days. But yes, if in relationships, in life, if you don't feel like you're good enough, or someone's making you feel like you're good enough, that's a sign for you to go. Well, no, someone's making you feel like you're not good enough, that's a sign for you to go. Someone's making you feel like you're good enough. Please, for the love, please just stay. Because that might be, that might be the one. But if you feel like it's not serving you, then you need to get out of Dodge. And I made the mistake a couple times of staying in situations or being with people that, or being around people that don't really serve me that well. And I wasn't feeling like I was good enough. And sometimes it could also be you. Sometimes you're your worst enemy in that situation where you're putting so much pressure on yourself to be something that you might not be, or be something more than what you already are at the moment. Someone told me, I'm gonna thank my cousin for this. He told me, he was like, you trying, and this is like me at the moment. He said, you're trying to get out the oven before you even fully cooked. Like you still like a little raw, and you still a little squishy on the inside. You gotta fully cook, and then you can come out. And I hate him for how smart that was, but that's kind of how it is. Like, you can't rush your greatness. You can't rush the person you want to be. You can just be honest about who you are now, and hopefully that can carry you or whoever you're trying to impress or whatever and move forward. Whether it's when it comes to relationships, if the person that you are around can't accept the fact that you aren't necessarily where you want to be right now and still love you through that, then that might not be the person for you, yo. But if they want to be with you when you ain't got nothing, make a grown man want to cry. And it's just interesting because when it comes to you versus yourself, you have to realize that most of the time it's you getting in your own way. So once you realize that, like, it might not be other people that's making you feel like you're not good enough, it might just be you, then you can adjust. And for me, that's kind of what it's been. You need to go back where you were at. There. Sorry. And kind of like for me, that's kind of how it's been, where like I've been feeling like maybe I'm not good enough, and and I'm basing it off of outside things. Like sometimes, yeah, like my mom was right a little bit. Sometimes I look at other people and I envy a little bit, just a little. I envy, and I'm like, man, like I wish I had that. And it's like, you're not supposed to be jealous. You're not, and I'm not necessarily jealous of anyone, but I know I'm gonna get there at some point in time. I just want it now. So it's not like I'm like, oh, like I wish I was them. No, I love being me. It's just I wish I was me in the future, like right now. But I can't rush it. I'm still cooking in the oven, 450 degrees, and I got about, I say like 5-6 months left. And I got to be okay with that. And the people in your life need to be okay with that. You cooking. Let them, him, she, her, they cook. Let them cook. Don't stop them. He cooking. Gotta be put on. I don't. All the seasonings, they gotta marinate. They gotta season. They gotta get up in there. Shoot, we ain't making no dry biscuits. Dude, biscuits don't even. Yeah, we ain't making no dry biscuits. Nah. They gotta be in there, man. They gotta, And when you get them out, you put a little butter on them. You put a little honey in it. Put a little jelly in it. You know what I'm saying? Put a little grape jelly in it. Some strawberry jelly, some jam, Gotta put a bunch of stuff. Yeah, man. Don't get out the oven before you not done cooking. Let yourself cook a little bit. Don't burn yourself. Some people stay in the oven a little too long. Get sunburn. Come out looking like Michael Blackson. Well, that's not. That's just burnt. That ain't like. Just. I like Michael Blackson. That ain't no Michael Blackson diss. But he is dark. That's a dark dude, bro. Good Lord, Darth Vader. Whew. Man, I would be scared to walk in a room and it's dark and he's in there. I ain't seen him at all. All I'm gonna see is eyeballs. Anyway, yeah, I probably have a video that I'm gonna go ahead and remake because I'm not really satisfied with the last one I just made. All right. Yeah, George. I ain't gonna like lie to you. It is a very personal one, and for me to see. I'm making it for me. It's not for anyone to particularly see. But yeah, I don't know if anyone noticed this, but like I love making these videos every day. At first I was scared. At first I was a little startled, but it's fun, and I almost look forward to the end of the day every day. And I like that because I used to dread the end of the day. But now I look forward to it. And that's thanks to this. So I'm going to keep making these videos. And I think it'll be for me for the most part. Because for some reason, I know how to talk for like 20-something minutes straight. And nobody else is around. What a chatterbox, right? Yeah. Get a load of this blabbermouth. But yeah, man. You will always be good enough. But you gotta let yourself cook if you really want the results that you want. Don't get out that oven. Don't you get out that oven. Close it. Close it. Mm-hmm. Keep it closed. Yeah, don't get out that oven, yo. Just cook. And don't be in there too long, because you're going to burn. But, yeah, that's all I got for today. You are good enough. Shoot, if I'm good enough, you good enough. If I can make videos every day, you can do it. If I can do the things I do in my life, you can do it too. And ain't nobody stopping you but you. So keep it pushing, yo. I'm gonna maybe make one more video and I'm gonna go to sleep because I gotta work tomorrow and I gotta go to the gym and I gotta come back here and I gotta do my IT stuff and then I gotta make another video for y'all. So I'm out.